Hey, Chris Jenkins, credentialed member of the media, covering the Carolina Panthers for Charlotte Vibe, aka Man of the People. I earned that nickname because I love working for the Carolina Panthers fans, getting questions asked to players and coaches that you guys want to have answers to, as well as if you have questions for me. I'm your guy. So today we got some good coverage for you. We're going to have an interview that I had a chance to speak with Ikem Ekwonu about his rookie season so far. But before I get into that, let me remind you, hit that subscribe button, because the more subscribers I have, the more it's easy for me to get players like Ickey and coaches and players on the show. So please take a moment, help me get to 6,000 if you subscribe. If you have not already done so, if you have already subscribed, hit that like button, as it helps other Carolina Panthers fans find out about me. So today, here's your report, midweek report, as we get ready to take on the New Orleans Saints. Today is Wednesday, September 21st. I'm going to go over a few transactions that the Carolina Panthers have made up until this point. Normally, I like to have this up on the screen. Not able to have it on the screen today, so I'm going to read it twice just so you guys get this all. All right, so yesterday, day that I didn't report, Bravion Roy was put on injured reserve due to his hamstring injury. Today we had a signing of defensive lineman Frank Huron. He was signed to the practice squad. And then we also signed linebacker Aaron Mosby to the active roster from the practice squad. So we have, again, those two transactions are actually three in total. Defensive tackle Bravion Roy yesterday was placed on injured reserve due to his hamstring. We signed a new guy to the practice squad. That was defensive lineman Frank Huron. And then, not too surprisingly, because we've upgraded this guy the past 2 weeks, elevated him to the 53-man roster. That is linebacker Aaron Mosby. He was he was promoted to the active roster. Today's injury updates: Dante Jackson, cornerback. He was limited in practice today due to that hamstring injury. Don't have any, doesn't seem like it's going to be severe where he's going to have to be out. So it's more like a day-to-day kind of thing. And then Christian McCaffrey is listed on the injury report only because he didn't practice today. If you don't know, Christian McCaffrey is always going to have a rest day on a Wednesday, all right? So let's go ahead and get into the good part of this video today. And why I ask you to subscribe, if you have not subscribed, please do so. It helps out so much for me to continue to do things that you love to do and I love to do as well. Had a chance to finally catch Ikem Ekwonu, our first-round pick, starting left tackle for the Carolina Panthers. First question to him was about this season so far. You know, it's a lot to learn. I mean, you're protecting the quarterback's blind side. Has he developed any guy that's like a brother, somebody that's really teaching him all the ropes and everything? So I'm going to go ahead and play Ickey's response. Let me get my layout stuff right, and here we go.
Bozeman, D-line side of the ball, you know, we got Burns, we got Etor, we got Marquise, you know, a lot of older guys that kind of helped me along the way, helped me kind of learn the ropes. So, you know, big shout out to those guys. You know, definitely guys I'm missing, but definitely a great group of vets that we got here.
All right, so we're in the second week of the season. I wonder how many, have you had the NFL, welcome to the NFL moment yet? What's it been like?
I would say one. I say the Patriots game. Pin pull action. I was running over there, thought it was college, and got hit by a safety pretty hard. So I said that'd probably be my welcome to NFL moment when I got hit by that safety.
So, all right, 2 weeks in, what has life been like for you as a rookie, protecting Baker Mayfield's blind side? What has that experience been like for you?
I mean, it's been great. You know, having a guy like Baker in the huddle is everything. You know, it's great. The leadership that he shows and, you know, the command he has for the huddle, it really just kind of permeates throughout the whole offense. Obviously, there's parts of my game that I want to do better just to make sure I keep him on his feet. That's the biggest thing for me. You know, I want to protect him more than I've shown so far. So that's definitely a goal of mine, you know, making sure I keep the quarterback on his feet.
Is there anything that you want to work on the most that you've learned so far this season?
For me, it's really just timing with my hands. It's really the biggest thing that I see jumping off tape. Making sure that I time my strike with my feet, making sure that I stay balanced on, you know, every time I throw my hands. So.
The last one is, what is it like blocking for a dynamic running back like Christian McCaffrey? What's that like?
Yeah, it's great. It's great, man. It's great. Having a guy like Christian in the backfield, really a lot of running backs, but, you know, specifically Christian in the backfield, the guy that, he's the type of guy that's always going to make you right as an offensive lineman. You know, if you take your guy this way, he's going to go the other way. So that's something that you really like to have.
How many bonus points did you get? Did he get from you when he gave you the massage, I think, a couple weeks ago, right?
I mean, yeah, that was big. That was big. You know, I had to show my love. I really appreciated that. You know, that's big time, you know, coming from a vet to a rookie. So, yeah, definitely. Shout out Christian for that.
So I'm going to quickly address the comment, is this live? Yes, you should see it on your YouTube. A little red box that said live. Now that interview with Ickey was recorded, but that was recorded just a few moments ago while I was in the locker room during the time the media is allowed to be inside of there. But you see, Ickey, I think that was a good interview. Waited a couple weeks to talk to him. It's hard to get in touch with him just because he's, a lot of these guys are hard to get in touch with. They got to do so much treatment and lifting and things like that. But nevertheless, Ickey talking about, yeah, he's had his welcome to the NFL moment. This is not college when a safety hit him pretty good. And he probably was like shook, like, wow, I'm a big guy and this safety just hit me like this. But he said he knows there's some things that he has to work on. He wants to keep Baker Mayfield upright, and he's going to continue to work on those things that he knows with his hands that he needs to work on. And it's just the biggest thing. There's other things that he mentioned that he needs to work on. And, hey, got to love the fact that he said Christian McCaffrey, and I never really thought about this, such a good guy back there running the ball that sometimes he can make the linemen right when they're wrong by just being so quick and being able to cut in the right direction and go to where he needs to go. And I'm not sure if you're able to hear the question exactly, but the question when he gave Christian the props was because I think about 3 weeks ago they were getting treatment and it was only one more spot left to get I'm not sure if it was either massage or some chiropractic treatment. And Christian said, nah, man, you go first. And that speaks volumes to the guy, the kind of guy that Christian is, to say, hey, though I am who I am, and this is a rookie that's in line with me, there's only one slot left, I need this rookie to be blocking for me well. So I'm going to go ahead and let him have this appointment, and I'll just get another one. So some really good stuff there. Hey, I'm going to continue to be in the locker room all week, talking to Matt Rule, talking to players. So please leave your questions below. I know there was a question from last week about Bozeman, talking to him about him getting to that starting position and just where he is in his recovery. Wasn't able to get to Bradley yet, but I will continue to work to get to as many questions as you have. I promise you, I'm always working to get those questions answered for you, all right? That's all we have for today. Please subscribe, hit the like button if you've already been a subscriber, and hit that bell notification as that allows you to come online when I'm online as well, all right? Hey, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you again tomorrow. This is Chris Jenkins reporting live from Bank of America Stadium for Charlotte Vibe.